Guys, Sydney here. Welcome to today's video. This is my second video. Wait. Yeah, part of me says first, but the first video is telling you about the channel. And I have TikToks on there, but I consider this a full video as my second video, if that makes any sense. Today's video, I want you guys to get to know me. Now, I told you guys about myself in my first video, but I never told you about my kidney, what I went through with my kidney transplant and my seizures. So I decided that this is the video that I'm doing my kidney, the seizure one of when my seizures started, and my brain surgeries, and everything will be next week. Well, actually, the first seizure video will be on Friday, because it's Wednesday and Friday, and today's Wednesday, so happy hump day. Hang on a second. I see stuff in the background, and I just wanted to, no. So I wanted to move those in the background. Anyway, so this story about my kidney, let's get started. So, I was born Cindy Lynn Hayden on July 4th, 1999. Before I was born, my mom was told that I was going to be born with a rare kidney disease that is congenital nephrotic syndrome, which is a rare kidney disease. And you know what? I think, hang on, let me try something real quick. Hang on a second. Okay, so I decided to get Siri from my iPad and just ask, what the disease is. I had a hard time earlier, so let's try this. And if it doesn't work, I'll ask Google. Okay, so, or I'll show it on here, and I'm going to flip the camera anyway, so then it could show, like words on here to the other side. Whatever, okay. What is congenital nephrotic syndrome?
Nephrotic syndrome is a kidney disorder that causes the body to pass too much protein in the urine. It is a condition where the filters in the kidney become leaky, and protein leaks from the blood into the urine. This can lead to accumulation of fluid in the body, low levels of protein, and high levels of fats in the blood. This answer is from the Mayo Clinic and other websites.
That's not what it was earlier. Let me try one more time. What is congenital nephrotic syndrome?
Congenital nephrotic syndrome is a rare kidney disease.
Okay, this is what it is. A rare kidney disease that manifests the infants during 3 months of life. And another, here, I'm going to let you guys read that.
Okay, I found this on the web. This is what is a rare kidney disease that manifests the infant during 3 months of life and another year. Check it out.
No, thank you.
Okay, I found this on the web for no thank you. Check it out.
Literally, I say no thank you, and it just does. Okay, so I'll flip the camera around, and you guys can pause and all that. So, anyway, so back to that. So I was born with that. I was actually born 2 weeks early. Literally, I'm pretty sure it was like a doctor's appointment, and I was in distress. And my mom was, a pregnancy brain. She was like, get her out now. And she said, I don't want her on 4th of July because of red, white, and blue cakes. Well, Mom, I only had them 3 times, or 2 or 3, so don't you worry about it. Who knows if I might do it in the future, I don't know. Anyway, so I was born. My mom didn't get to hold me at first. Hang on one second. Sorry, I had to blow my nose real quick. I'm getting over a cold, and my nose is still itchy. I'm coughing a lot, so if I don't look at the camera, or I just know that I'm still looking at y'all. Just sometimes I have a window right here, and sometimes I look at that side when I film. Doesn't matter. So so my mom didn't get to hold me at first because they literally took me in and filled me up with tubes. A little bit later on, I have a feeding tube. I actually have scars from everything. I had a feeding tube in. I had a lot of stuff wrong with me. I actually coded a few times. I was on dialysis. When I was 1 year old, they took my kidneys out. What I meant, not kidney. They took my kidneys out when I was 1 year old, and I was still on dialysis. Even before then, I would cry a lot and make a lot of noises and all that, and they decided to put Toy Story on to see what would happen. And let's just say, I love Toy Story, And they played it over and over and over and over again, like literally over again. And that was back when VHSs were around. See, kids, VHSs were, I'm just kidding, I'm not going to explain what it is. But anyway, so yeah, and they played it over and over again, and nothing, well, of course, everything was happening with the kidney, but I wasn't crying. And also because I was throwing up a lot and all that kind of stuff, that I was doing a lot of things, and they put something on to see, so then basically, not to keep my mouth shut, but just to see what would happen. And I was always, like, not quiet, but really good when it came to, like, something on or whatever. I don't know how to explain it. They watched Toy Story probably 5 million times. I was in and out of the hospital as well when I had the feeding tube. One time, this is a story, which, first of all, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. One time I was going through dialysis, and I was a big baby when I was on dialysis. And I forgot to say, when I was 1 year old, they removed both of my kidneys. I didn't, if I said that, I said it. If I didn't, I didn't. When I was, one time when I was out of the hospital, my mom had to go to the store, and I was with her. And there's this woman, I don't know her name, I don't know much about her. We were either in an aisle or like checking out. I don't remember. Well, this girl decides to say something about me and says, "Boy, that kid must eat a lot." And my mom looked at the girl, and said, "Yeah, she's going through kidney transplant right now and on dialysis and has a feeding tube and all that kind of stuff." And she actually apologized. And nobody should ever do that. If I saw a big baby right now, I wouldn't say that. I don't know, but that was a long time ago and doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah. So when I was, first of all, I forgot to say is that I can't throw up. I had my esophagus tied to where I can't throw up because I threw up a lot of times before, before my kidneys were taken out and everything. And I don't remember if I had that surgery before they took my kidneys out or it was after. I honestly don't remember. It doesn't matter right now though. Anyway, so I had that done. I had a feeding tube, like I said, and then when I was almost 2 years old, I had my new kidney. I'm not gonna say names because that wouldn't be right, but it was from a young girl who was in her early 20s who died from a drunk driver. That's all I'm gonna say because I did not want to include like names or anything. But I am grateful to have her kidney. We go to the pier every year on January 4th. And we just go there and throw flowers and pray and thank her for my kidney. My papa was, who I talk to every day, my papa was almost a batch. Actually is a batch when I met. But because of his age, he was in his mid 50s, he couldn't give me his kidney. And he was devastated by that because he couldn't save his first granddaughter. Um, I'm not the first grandkid. I actually have a cousin that's 5 years older than me. Actually, 4.5 years older than me, now that I think about it. Hang on a second. I'm sorry about that. I had to blow my nose again. Anyway, so yeah, I do this nose thing also sometimes where I do like that. So I don't like doing that on video. So I, just paused and did that. Anyway, so uh, what was I gonna say? Oh, so I'm not the first grandkid. There's my cousin who's a boy, obviously, and then there's me, and then there's my sister Harley. So anyway, but yeah, so that was my kidney story. Um, there was something else. Oh, one fun, few fun facts you need to know. One is that after you have a kidney transplant, you're automatically stage uh kidney failure. There's one, two, three, and four, five, six, I believe. I think there's five or six stages. I don't know. One and two aren't that bad. Three is where you have to make sure. There's point A and point B, point A and point B, and it's hard to explain. I'm stage three kidney failure. That is in between point A and B. When you're on the fourth one, it's bad, but not so much. When you're on the fifth one, you talk about dialysis, and on the sixth one, that's when you talk about putting yourself on the list of, needing a kidney. Doctor said that I basically was going to have this kidney for 5 years. Well, I am 26 years old and I've had this kidney for 24 years. So I proved them wrong. For some reason I did. Anyway, other thing, drink lots of water and that's about it. Eat healthy too. One other thing. I mean, eat whatever you want. But what I've learned over the years is that you have to make sure you eat healthy too. And like I said, drink lots of water. So that will help. One thing that I would say probably when it comes to somebody who had a kidney transplant or who has, you cannot have grapefruit juice. I can usually do anything, but I can't do a few things. I can't get my ears pierced and I can't get a tattoo because it might affect it will probably affect my kidney. So those are the two things I can't do, and I can't have grapefruit juice. And there's probably another thing. I can't have that much citrus kind of things. And all that. I don't know how to explain that part. But anyway, so thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I would tell about the seizures, but like I told you guys, that's the next video. So, there's going to be video tomorrow wishing happy Thanksgiving. If I don't, happy Thanksgiving. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I'm so sorry. When I was needing a kidney transplant when I was little, there was a kid there named Ryan who had, I think it was cerebral palsy. He was sick. And unfortunately, he passed away. And his mom gave me, two big stuffed animal dogs. My sister has one of them, and hang on a second. This is Ryan. Ryan is always with me. I call him my brother and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is Ryan. I have no idea how old he is. Like, I don't know if they just got him or they've had him for years before, Ryan died. I have no idea. His name is Ryan, from the same as the kid the young guy who passed away. But he is very special to me. Angel lays with him all the time. So yeah, and I keep meaning to end the video, but I forgot. I am going to show you some baby pictures of me when I was in the hospital. So, and then we'll end the video. Okay, I am back. I decided that I'm going to show some baby pictures at the end of the video because it's going to take me forever to, get them out and film and everything. So that's going to be at the end. I forgot to explain medication and everything. So even though I'm not sharing my seizure story in this video right now, I will say I take a lot of pills. With by now of taking a seizure pill, and one of the pills that I take, just in case if you guys notice that when I'm filming and my hands are shaking, that's because of a seizure pill that I take with a kidney pill. I don't know how to explain everything, but ever since like a few years ago, I started noticing that my hands were shaking and my legs were, and I'm like, am I going to go on the floor having a grand mal? But they said because of my seizure medication and my kidney medication, I don't know why I'm doing my hands like that, that I have that. And actually, my sister's friend mom was learning to be a doctor for babies to do sonograms or what's it called? Ooh. Basically see what the baby, like sonogram, I think it's called. I don't remember. But seeing how the baby is, and this is the picture. And right there, I think, that's where my kidney is. Right there, somewhere around there. But yeah, and I did this in 2017. Yeah, so that was before I had brain surgery. So yeah, so I had that done. My sister's friend, one of my friend's moms, was learning how to be a nurse, for, with babies basically, and seeing how the baby is doing and all that. And she wanted to ask if she wanted to do my kidney. I said yes, and I asked if I could keep the picture. And now that I see it, it's right there. I think it's either right there. I'm pretty sure it's right there. It's at the front of my stomach. It's not like this way or this way. It's like at the front. But anyway, so thank you all for watching. Comment down below if you've ever had a kidney transplant. Also, excuse me on that, I am also homeschooled because of my kidney And I have a bad immune system that I can't get sick, so my mom decided to homeschool me. So I was homeschooled, so I forgot to say that part. Alrighty, well, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later, okay? Bye!